Kathy, how are you? And have you been through any change lately?
First off, Happy New Year, Scott. Um,
Thank you.
and it's just the first month of this year, but I don't know. It feels like a whole year has passed. With lots of changes that are happening. I got sick. My son, who stayed with us for a month during the Christmas break, is back to the university 350 miles away, and it's going to
Oh,
be 5 months
oh
before
no.
I see him in person again. So it's a little bit stressful and overwhelming. Sometimes change is exciting, but it can also be stressful. And let's face it, adjusting to change isn't always easy, right, Scott?
That's for sure. You are not alone, Kathy. I've been through a lot of change. Almost all the clients and audiences that I talk with have been through a lot of change. And of course, in the United States, we've just inaugurated a new president, but we're not sure which of his policies are going to become reality, which might get tied up in the courts, etc. So, a lot of change going on for a lot of people and a lot of change fatigue, exhaustion from so many changes going on. Fortunately, science can help, as is often the case. Dr. William Bridges has a wonderful model about change and the transitions that go on inside of people after change. He says we're very good at recognizing endings and beginnings, but we're not very good at recognizing or knowing how to manage what comes in between. He calls it the neutral zone, the messy middle, where you don't have the old and you don't have the new. Kathy, what are some research based tools that can help people with this frequently uncomfortable, unhappy, uncertain, messy middle?
One resource that they can use is to go to Happy Brain Science's resources. We have a lot of information there. That some of the things that we mentioned also in those resources would be Dr. David Rock's SCARF framework. And it's a great tool to help with managing transitions or going through changes. Another tool or tip is to boost happiness and morale because during this phase, it's very uncertain. That's why it's called also messy middle, right? It's very uncertain and lots of things are happening. You don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
So even just a little boost of happiness, it will go a long, long way. There's another way that we can boost happiness and morale, and it's through what, Scott?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Kathy. We are offering a free, that's pay what you want session titled The Science of Managing Change and Transitions. It's coming up January 31st. Again, you don't need to pay anything. Registration information will be below in the description and or comments. And I know you'll be there to co-facilitate this session with me, Kathy, where we dive into all of the science around change and transitions in much more depth. I'm so looking forward to doing this with you.